Councilman Arthur.
We know there are policies in the mayor's administration, laws locally and laws at the state level to address concerns that this ordinance tries to. In a few weeks, we'll have a new mayoral administration that will enforce these policies, laws differently. With that being said, I motion to table this ordinance so we can make a more informed decision in the new year.
Second, Armstrong.
Thank you. You have a second. Motion by Councilman Arthur, second by Councilwoman Armstrong. All those in favor of tabling, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
No.
No.
Motion fails. Councilman Arthur.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't think anyone disagrees that public space should be accessible to all members of the public. The disagreement is what happens when that is challenged by a housing crisis where this city is missing over 31,000 units of housing for households at the very bottom. We have a shelter shortage where we have only 750 units, but just last year we saw over 10,000 people experience houselessness. Our housing is unaffordable, if it exists. Our shelters are at capacity, and our constituents who are unhoused are in survival mode. The stricter we get with camping, the harder we make it for the people who already have it the hardest because there's nowhere for them to go. We know encampments are more impoverished communities. No one should have to be burdened with poverty directly or indirectly. But as of last month, most Americans, 63%, are living paycheck to paycheck. So many of our housed constituents are one missed payment away from being in the same spot as our unhoused constituents. Instead of passing policy about where they can't go, we need to keep focusing on a policy to give them a place to go. And that's why I'll be a no. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman.